Check, mic check. This is wildly insane. We just hiked our trail, our first Viking expedition through the woods, through the wilderness. It was a very short hike actually, so I don't want to make it like this grandiose, like we hiked for hours and hours, but nonetheless, as short of a hike as it is, this is where we inevitably came into. And I really, really want to be able to make that message within itself, like loud and clear. Even when we feel like something is a mile or 2 miles or 10 miles or 15 miles away, when we feel like our goal is infinity away, it is almost impossible to reach, it is never ending and we're never going to get there, most of the times it is literally those shorter distances, those little incremental steps or those little paths that you need to take little by little by little to add up to that massive, like huge one goal. And just when you feel like it's still miles away, you never ever know when you're just an inch or two, or like half a centimeter, or a kilometer, or half a mile, or a quarter of a mile, or inches within that destination that you need to be. Like we set out on this hike, and it could have been 10 miles, it could have been 5, it could have been whatever it was gonna be. But we committed to it, to ourselves, and we said, regardless of if it's this or that, we're gonna go and find out and see it through to the finish. And that's when it comes to our goals, when it comes to these obstacles, when it comes to life in general, finding peace often requires having to go through those miles, go through the forest, go through the woods, whether you know what's expected, whether you know how far it is, whether you know wherever it is that you're going. As long as you have that vision in sight, having that full sense of purpose and peace and passion comes with having a crystal clear vision that will take you to this right here, to the most beautiful, bright places you could ever fathomly imagine. But you have to go through the dark. You have to go through the storm. It was the windiest, rainiest, coldest day you could have ever imagined. And what did we agree to do? We said we're still doing it. We're doing it, we're doing it, we're doing it. Regardless of the circumstance, regardless of the situation is never gonna be perfect. The situation is never gonna be ideal. The timing is never gonna be perfect. You're never gonna, at this moment it's going to be this, or at this moment I'm going to feel this, or at this, it's never like that in life, never. It's either now or never. You commit to it and you do it, or it just goes year after year after year and that time just fades away, and then you're never making it to places like this. Right here, right now, finding peace, take those steps, take that journey. That is what this entire series has been about. Taking those challenges, taking those extremes, taking the risk, going to the heights, going to the vulnerability, going to each of these levels to be able to search within ourselves all of these places. And when we do that and we look in that mirror, that is when we get to see this right here. This starts unveiling itself more and more and more. I am so excited and so happy to have had every single one of you a part of this journey. I am so excited to be able to have brought you throughout the entire trip and to just have you all right here with me. Thank you so much for following me along the way. I look forward to continuing to bringing you on my journey of finding peace, and I look forward to helping and just building that community where we can all just work towards being able to better, healthily grow and build ourselves in the ways that we want to. Thank you. Here we go.